It's a brand new week. The market's moving, setups are forming, and I've got my eyes on a few key plays. Let's jump into charts and get ahead of the game. What I'm watching for the week and what are the things that are coming up, especially when it comes to data that I am gonna be watching. Let's look at those key factors that we need to keep an eye on, especially with all the drama that's happening in the with the war, with the Trump, with Iran and everything. So it's gonna be a lot of news driven. We're gonna see a lot of volatility. So please, I know I always say it, protect your capital. And we do have a couple datas coming out this week as well. Wednesday we got the new home sales numbers coming, and then we got the GDP revision numbers are also coming on Thursday morning, and then initial jobless claims coming, and then we got the most important is on Thursday, the PCE data that's going to be coming, and so we'll be definitely, is it Thursday or Friday? It's coming on Friday, so Friday is going to be pretty important when that core PCE data comes out. So please keep an eye and keep this in mind when you're taking your swings. So now let's look at some of these charts. I've shared this chart in the group with you guys for a few times now. So far we have not able to break above the 605 area that I'm watching to see if we can. Hoping for this path to play out. Otherwise, I'm gonna be cautious. I'm not blindly going with it. I will let the price lead me to it. So let's see if we can get above the 600 area. We will have this zone to break out of it, which is 605, 606 area. Otherwise, we do have couple gaps that needs to be filled to the downside of it. So that's something that I want to keep an eye on if we can come down and fill that gap, right? So that's what I want to watch. And then I'm actually going to quickly look at SPX too. Don't have it charted. I have it charted on my other screen. So let me just quickly make sure my levels match here. So this is what we want. And then we got a couple levels here to pay attention to it. And then let's see, do we get this bounce? 55.66. What do we have? 52.28. Let's mark this as well, and along with these areas, and we have gap to fill down here also. So let's see what the market gives us. I am interested to see first if we can come down and 58.90 area to get tested and then take off, maybe something along the lines like this. So we'll watch to see what does SPX gives us. But 58.90 is definitely something that I want to watch if it can hold and then move from here. Futures are open right now. And these are our target to the downside. If we do lose 59.86, I'm targeting the next is for me 59.80 and then 59.65 area and then 59.50, and somewhere in here if we can get the bounce and turn around. So we'll see what the London Open gives us. We did fill the futures gap from last week with today's gap down. We had a nice gap down. It has recovered a little bit, but then these are my levels to the upside. I would like to see it break above 60.71 to continue to the upside, or if we are gonna be chopping in this zone, I want to be extra careful. Let's look at NQ. NQ also, well, we gap down. We're down 118 points right now. So I would be watching to see if we can break below 21,680. And then next zone is 21,600 and then 21,523, so on to the downside of it. However, if a market holds, especially above 21,680, I'm interested to the upside of it. And we'll see what do we get on that. So let's look at some of the, so I'm actually gonna, before I go over all the big names, I've pulled up some stocks that I am watching along with their contracts. So something that you guys, if I can type here, CSCX. So I am watching this one for calls to the upside. I think this has a little bit more room left. I think we can easily see my target of $35 to the upside of it. Floor is a little bit on the bullish side of it, but I do like the 4 hour on it. I like the weekly time frame on it, how it's building this zone here. So I would look into July 18th $35 calls. So again, you want to make sure it holds above the 3120 area. If it does pull back, as long as we hold above 3120, I'm looking for a turnaround to the back to the upside of it. I believe we are already in this play GE. So we have a nice bull flag on the daily, and I do like the July 11th 260 or 265 contracts. I think this can easily go back into the 250 area and continue to the upside. So definitely keep an eye on this name as well. And then next is Oxy. I like this. It has paused here a little bit. As long as we don't lose the 44.50, this could be a nice day trade if Oxy does pull back. With 44.50 area holding, I am looking for it to break out of here. This does look like a building zone in this area. So as long as we can break out of this box, I think 50 is easy to target to the upside. If you look at the $50 strike price contracts, they're pretty cheap even for this Friday. And there's a decent amount of open interest on those contracts. So 50 calls for this Friday is another one that I am watching. Let's look at this one, IONQ. I like this one is also looking pretty similar to GE setup. This could be your another bull flag that we are making. So I would like to see break out and flip this supply zone and then continue to the upside of it. If we can break and hold above 42, I am a buyer in this one as well. I would go out to July 18th or look for a further out contracts. I think 48 and 50 is definitely doable on this name. So I got a couple targets to the upside as well. Let me see. Do we want to look at this? This is a mining Eagle Mines Limited. This came up in one of my scanners. I don't know how I feel about it. It does have a gap to the downside of it right here. It does look like a bearish candle print as well. But looking at the structure, this thing could bounce and go back up to sweep this area. We could see 130 easily. So we could see it pull back, fill this gap, and then go back up into the 130 area. So something that I would definitely watch this one. It was part of one of my scanners. So that's something I would like for you guys to watch. Now let's look at some of our usual names. Oh, actually, before I forget, MU has earnings coming up as well. MU is in a nice distribution area here. I do have a supply and a zone that I'm watching in the 136 area. If we continue before the earnings and we are rejecting somewhere here, it could pull back. There is some money that came into the July 3rd. Is it July 3rd? I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, July 3rd and July 11th puts came in. Not much of volume yet, so I would definitely keep an eye on this one. If we are sideways, we could see earnings go back up and then dump, or we could see a pullback because this actually also looks pretty similar to coin. We'll look at coin as well. that we pull back and then after earnings we take this thing off, because there's money in the calls, but it's later down with the time on it. So that's something is definitely you want to keep an eye on. We also have a Nike's structure is a bit ugly, so I'm not really, kind of hard to tell which way Nike's gonna go. Nike could honestly pull back and then take off. Let me do this. Nike could take off and then pull back. So anything is possible with Nike. Nike, I'll be just watching. I do have it in my long-term portfolio. So I do mainly, I collect premiums on my shares. But I'll definitely be watching this week. I won't be selling anything on it. Because I can't tell which way the structure wants to go. So anything is possible here. So I'll definitely watch this one. Next is Marble. That was a really nice breakout from our previous video as well that I've shared. We rejected right into the gap. I still think this name can fill the gap. We could see 80-85 on Marble for sure. So if it does pull back and holds this gap and we stay above 70, I'm still a buyer on this name as well. Let's look at Hood. Looking for this to pull back, but holy shit, this name is strong. It's a good one to do day trades as well. So let's see if it wants to continue and we see 80 on it. That would be a name that you definitely want to watch. But I haven't shorted it yet. I'm just watching for this one to show me some sort of a pullback so I can see, okay, this is done and we're gonna see some move to the downside on it. Okay, let's see some of our regular names. Apple has this trend line. Let's see if we can break it out of it. It has been struggling between this 195 and 200 area. Ideally, I would like see this thing above 206 and then continue to the upside. Otherwise, I would prefer it to come down and touch 189, 87 area. Somewhere in this here, I am a buyer in 183 zone. But again, for day trading, I would definitely watch to see if we are breaking below 195 or we are breaking above 202 area. Okay, so that's what we are watching on that name. AMD so far played out. Our trend line has held. We've touched my supply zone that I've been watching. We've touched all the levels. So now I will just wait and watch. I won't be jumping into any swings yet, neither for long or short. I will day trade mostly this name until either it breaks below my trend line or we have another structure that we build to the upside and then look for some sort of a rejection, and then I'm a buyer on this. The reason, before I go to other name, let's go to NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is starting to go a little bit sideways. So I would not mind a breakout for us to go to 150 area. I'm still looking for, I think NVIDIA could possibly go back up to 150. We do have a supply zone right in here. If we can get a rejection in the 150 area, I would feel better taking a swing for long term on a put side. Right now, I will just rather play day to day versus starting any swings to the long side or even to the short side. So I will definitely watch this name. Meta reached our levels. We've hit every level that we were watching. So far, we've rejected. We've been struggling to break above the 707 area. So I'll see. Again, more of a day trade stock for me right now than taking any swings, just because where the structure is, the levels we are in, this could totally break out and we could see 720, 740 again. So I don't want to be premature bear into it that I'm trying to short. So I rather play day trades on names like this. If we break above 710, yes, I would look for calls to the upside. If we are starting to break below 680, and then my targets are to the downside, like 677, 672, 670, and then so on to the downside of it, okay? Coin, another name that has reached to the volume. I'm almost, I think I might have one runner on my leaps. So caught this full move from 143 to all the way up to 309. And the leaps are like almost up 700%. So these are doing really well. This inverted head and shoulder played out very, very nicely. And we did see BTC this weekend did pull back a little bit. But again, I'm a more of a day trading right now on these names instead of starting any swings yet. I will wait for a confirmation if we are truly turning around or it has a little bit more room left to continue to the upside. Let me see. I think Dell was another name. I think Dell has a little bit more room to continue to the upside. We do have a supply to the up there. We got another gap here as well. So it is definitely trying to break out here. We had a, nice bull flag that we are trying to break out. We are peeking out of this name. So I would definitely be watching to see if we can continue this to above 120. I would look for 123, 24 area and then so on to fill this gap and test this supply zone as well. So that's what I would watch. Did I miss anything? Tesla. So Tesla did have an event this weekend about the robo-taxis. So we'll watch to see where market opens. It's kind of sideways right now. I'm a buyer to the upside. If it can break with the volume, I would like to see 330 or 335 break out of it. Otherwise, I would prefer there's a gap down here or come down to my demand area and bounce from here. Then I'm a buyer. But right here in this sideways price action, I'm not starting any swings yet. I would definitely wait on this name. What else? Everybody's talking about SMC. I would watch to see if it can clear 46 first and look for it to upside. I know, but it's not time. It's only 5:30.
I don't know. She said to tell you it pasta.
Okay. Sorry. I'm on a dinner duty today. I gotta go make pasta, so I gotta finish this up quickly. Okay, let's look at what is happening. This could be a cup forming. We'll ask Benita to confirm this, okay? But again, I would wait to see if it can clear with good volume above 46.70 area, and then look for calls to the upside on this name. What else? I think this is it. Google. My read was wrong on this one. I got stopped out of my calls. I thought the 4-hour structure was gonna hold, but it did not. So I did end up taking a loss on this name. Once it lost the 170, it was done. So now it's at a place where we could bounce or we could see. I would watch, let's see if we can hold 165 and then move to the upside. I would let it build some sort of a structure first before I would look for a swing on this name. Still on the larger time frame, I am not really bearish on Google. I know it's surprising for some of you, but if it loses below 160, 155, then I will see what's going on with this thing. But for now, I'm definitely watching to see if it holds these levels and then move back to the upside on it. I think we went through pretty much all the names, and if I see anything else, I will post in the group. If you have any questions, let me know. Please do like, subscribe, and give your feedback if you guys are enjoying these videos. Thank you.